All right, shalom, shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat Shem Kadash. Double honesty, apostles at great millstone. Salutes to you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. And this is a rough sketch. I'm gonna get another version of this video up whereby, pretty much, because I'm recording it off another phone. But this is proof of the Israelite foreignness that you're gonna get. You can have a so-called white person, yeah, that looks like, fucking Postman Pat or something, yeah. And pretty much his line will go back to black people or so-called Negro, so-called Latino, Native American, one of the tribes, Mexican, Argentinian, and guess what? There'll be an Israelite, and a lot of that's going on. And this is the proof here. This is some quick proof. Lord willing, I can get a better quality version of this video up here. So let's go ahead and play it.
Then, for I shall leave Barber £70 a year.
Did he get married?
He did get married. He got married to an English woman called Elizabeth Ball, and they went on to have three children.
So if he's married a white English lady, yeah, and then they probably had kids as well, then their descendants today are quite likely white people who might not even know,
Well, like, you make a good point there. Remember we mentioned earlier there was 15,000 black people in London. Quite often they married into white relationships. As time goes by, the black part of their genes get less manifest. So quite often there may be white people who are totally unaware that they've got black heritage.
Actually, we do have a good relationship with Barber's direct descendant called Cedric Barber, and he does look...
So check this now. So this is the direct descendant, yeah? Now anybody looking at this person's gonna go, oh yeah, look at him. He's look at what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? He just is a heathen and, Edomites and all that. You gotta say it the way they say it and that as well. They're gonna say it like that. You know what I mean? Edomite and all that. But guess what? You don't know who somebody is. And they're going into that. The scripture says that they declared their pedigrees according to the house of their fathers. So even they're going into this clip. I'll get more details and all that on this. And all that in another video I'll do on it. But like I said, this is raw, rough sketch. We're going to do a lot more raw, rough sketch videos. Okay, let's come back a bit. See if I can get it back up there. Because the phone's a bit busted up. I won't have to play the whole thing. It's messing around right now. We might have to play it from there. The Fortunes of Francis Barber. There's some books here. Company of Women. Now, this is a clip. So I'll do more on it and get more details out. But this just proves that Jake's all in the Middle Ages, all up in this, all throughout time. Scripture talks about the scattering of the Israelites. Israelites have been getting in with other nations' women. You got Jake's amongst Japhites. All over the place. Oh, how can this person be an Israelite? How can Cornelius? Because it says he was of the Italian band. Are you fucking crazy? Jakes have been all throughout history, all over the place, mingling. Fuck are you talking about, man? You sounding retarded. Come on, man.
Three children.
So if he's married a white English lady, yeah, and then they probably had kids as well, then their descendants today are quite likely white people who might not even know,
Well, like, you make a good point there. Remember we mentioned earlier there was 15,000 black people in London. Quite often they married into white relationships. As time goes by, the black part of their genes get less manifest. So quite often there may be white people who are totally unaware that they've got black heritage.
Actually, we do have a good relationship with Barber's direct descendant called Cedric Barber, and he does look entirely white.
What happens to Francis Barber thereafter?
He opened a school. He's thought to be the first black school.
Yeah, let's pause that. So, pretty much, yeah. That's what it is. And like I said, yeah.
Then, for I shall...
Let's get this back up here.
Then, for I shall leave Barber 70...
Let's back up one sec. So what's going on here? And guess what? You got people, so-called white Jakes.
A year. Did he get
Right
married?
now,
He semester.
that know that they're Jakes that are following brothers in GMS and GMS in the UK, and then even in camps. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, you had this. You used to have a brother. You used to have one brother. Used to. As a matter of fact, he was an Irish traveller. He used to come up to the camp. I remember he was located at London Central, which London Central was what West End basically in London down there in that. We was on Oxford streets, round them sides, and that was busy street in Europe or whatever. Supposedly that's what it's supposed to be. And he used to roll up. Then we had another cat. I don't know if he's still alive, man. He was up in age. I believe he would be. He was a big man. He was in his 70s or something. And this was about 10 years ago. So he used to come down, and he lived in the Caribbean, so-called white man, right? And he kind of had that spirit. You know, he reminds you of an older West Indian man anyway. And he used to come up and just say, keep teaching. He was watching anyway. He was a supporter. And he knew everything. He was in the scriptures. He was so he was a follower of the prophets, full stop. And you got other brothers supplying clips like this and stuff like that. So, a lot of you talking all that, you don't understand nothing, man. They've just showed you that if I get with a so-called Edomite looking woman, a Chinese woman, whatever, have the kids, children, and what, they come out looking, might have, curly little, hair, whatever, and then they come out with a bit more Moabite features and stuff like that, mixed in it. But guess what? That's your children. So that's showing you in these kings, these Byzantine kings, and all these Jake kings in Israel, throughout Europe, were getting with so-called Edomite-looking women. And when you get with a so-called Edomite-looking woman, Jake, you got the Scottish Irish, they got that fire in them, and all that. So it is what it is, bro. And even England, we're talking about England, Cockneys, Midlanders, Northerners, all of that, a lot of Jakes. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And that goes throughout the whole world. Like, you're scoffing out Bruce Lee, Israelite, There ain't nothing funny about that. Matter of fact, Moab and Ammon was right next to Gad and Reuben in ancient Israel. So you're telling me, so a lot of y'all don't know what the fuck you're going on about, man. Mingling just goes on. Mingling's going on now. It never happened. Get a fucking grip. Okay, I don't mean to go on like that in this video, but y'all have got to get a grip, man. Y'all have got to get a fucking grip. And I'm gonna close that video because this was a rough video. And we'll leave it there. And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So let's leave it there. And let's say shalom.